Hey guys, my name's Ariane.
My name is Kate.
And welcome to the Call to Converse podcast.
So, this podcast is going to be about faith and living out faith boldly as teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
should we talk about ourselves?
Sure. So, as I said, my name's Ariane Cruz, and that's Kate Linscomb.
I'm Kate Linscomb.
And we've been friends since 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that started with an interesting story. I don't really remember so well.
I used to live in France.
Yeah.
And we were in English class. And I think I got sat next to you.
Unwillingly, by the way.
Yeah. And I was like, another girl that we know, she was like talking to me, and I was like, I wasn't really friends with her, but I knew her. And so she was like talking to me, and then she told Ariane that I spoke French.
Oh, yeah.
I think. And then Ariane was like, "Oh, do you know how to say gorilla in French?" And so that's how we became friends.
Yeah, and so she taught me how to say gorilla, and then we went on a field trip, and apparently we were in the same cabin. That was a long time ago as well. But then I think like maybe in 9th grade is when we started becoming way closer friends because we sat at the same lunch table.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how that happened.
Well,
yes, I do.
It's kind of like a blur.
Yeah, but that's how we became friends. And I guess you can start with like your whole want for the podcast and stuff because you kind of like hit me up about it.
So I hit her up. I said, "Hey, you want to start a podcast?" And she said, "Yeah." And so I was
course.
like, "Oh my gosh!" So, I think I think I want this podcast to really like mainly speak to teenagers, but also hopefully to adults too, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we can learn a lot from everyone. And I think we've been going to like church things together for a while, so I was like, I gotta hit her up, say hey. And we have really good conversations about just like faith in general and stuff, and so I think she was the perfect person to do it with.
I think so too, except for the fact that we had to take like 10 takes.
Oh yeah.
But still.
Don't worry about that.
Well, for me, I think what I want this podcast to do is really just be like relatable for a lot of people, like she said, adults and teenagers alike. But yeah, I want it to, that was so teenagers alike. Anyways, I want it to speak to teenagers on a level where like they don't feel judged at all. Mm-hmm. And I want like people of other religions to be able to come watch as well and learn more.
And yeah, I also about being relatable, just like if people that we know or that we don't know are listening to it and we want to talk about stuff while it's happening, like this is what I'm struggling with and this is what I'm doing to try to like help and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so I think talking about that in real time, it'll help a lot of teenagers to be like, oh, like I'm struggling with that too, and it's cool that someone else is too.
So it's not only just trying to help people, but also learn more about ourselves as well in our journey with Christ.
Yeah.
And we want to be very word-based and, focus a lot on the word and not just our own opinions.
Mm-hmm. But also have good conversations.
Also have good, fun conversations.
Silly conversations. I think what to expect from future episodes, we're going to go over a lot of topics that, like, we feel are relatable.
And important.
Yeah. And there's a whole variety. We got a whole list. Mm-hmm. We got stuff ahead.
And stuff that, like, normally people wouldn't talk about.
Yeah.
I think we're going to cover those as well.
Mm-hmm.
We will. I don't think. I know.
And, I think something that I'm really excited about is just, like, how it's going to connect people, I think. Mm-hmm. Because I think it will.
Yeah, and I think that it's so easy to be, like, stuck in a bubble, especially if you have friends that are Christian in your school and stuff. You can, like, stay connected to them without, like, reaching out, I guess, to people in other places. And I'm just really excited to be able to possibly have conversations with people we don't know yet at all.
Yeah.
I think that would be really fun.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. And then we'll put out our socials and stuff later, like our email and stuff, so you guys can feel free to talk to us whenever.
Yeah.
And yeah.
We picked out a verse that we think fit this podcast and what we want it to be and kind of like encapsulate. Is that a
what she said.
So it's from 1 Timothy 4:12, and it says, Let no one despise you for your youth, but set the believers an example in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. And so I think that's what we want our conversations to be about, just like honesty and faith and purity
Love and purity.
and all the things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, thank you so much for listening, and I hope that you stay tuned and watch our other episodes.
Yeah.
Bye. We love you.
Bye.